Hello and welcome to my science tutorials. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the multiplication of matrices. Before we begin, if you are new to my science tutorials, kindly consider subscribing and pressing that notification button so that you do not miss any of our latest tutorials on biology, chemistry, mathematics, and physics. So let's begin. So for us to be able to multiply matrices, we need to make sure that the matrices are compatible. What do I mean by this? Let's have a look at an example. So assuming we have a matrix of the form, let's say A, B, C, and then D, and we are to multiply this matrix by another matrix that is what? E, F, G, H, I, and then what? J. Okay. So before we need to multiply this matrix, before we multiply these two matrices, we need to check whether they are compatible or whether we can multiply them or not. So let's first of all write the order of this matrix. So this matrix has what? One row and then two rows. So it has row 1, row 2. That is from left to right over here. So from top to bottom, those are columns. So we have what? Column 1, column 2. So this is what? A 2 by 2 matrix. So the first two is the fact that it has two rows, and then the second one is the fact that it has what? Two columns. Now if we look at this also has what? Row 1 and then row 2, but it has column 1, column 2, and then what? Column 3. So it is what? A 2 by 3 matrix. Okay, so this is our row, this is our column, this is our row, and this is our column. So these two matrices are what? 2 by 2 matrix multiplied by what? Or what? A 2 by 3 matrix. Now let's look at whether these matrices are compatible or whether we can multiply these two matrices. If we look at the column of the first matrix and then the row of the second matrix, we get to realize that these two, okay, these guys are the same. Okay, the fact that these two are the same, okay, the inner ones are the same, means what? We can multiply the two matrices. Okay, so if we multiply the two matrices, we are going to get what? A 2 by 3 matrix. So if we multiply these two guys, we are supposed to get what? A 2 by 3 matrix. Okay, so it means we can multiply this matrix. Okay, now assuming we have another matrix of the form, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then we are multiplying it by what? A matrix of the form 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, and 6. Okay, so first of all, let's identify the orders of the following matrices. So this matrix has from left to right over here, this is what? Row 1, row 2, and then what? Row 3. This is column 1, column 2, and then column 3. So this is what? 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, now if you look at this has what? Row 1, row 2, that is from here to here, here to here. Then from top to bottom, they are the columns. So we have column 1, column 2, and then column 3. So we have a 2 by 3 matrix over here. Now let's look at this. So we are trying to multiply this matrix by this matrix. So we have what? A 3 by 3 matrix being multiplied by what? A 2 by 3 matrix. Now what we need to look out for is the fact that if we look at the column of the first matrix and then the row of the second matrix, we get to realize that these two, okay, these two values are not the same. Okay, they are not the same. The fact that the column of the first matrix and then the row of the second matrix do not match or are not the same means that we cannot multiply this matrix. Okay, so we cannot multiply this matrix. That means if we are supposed to multiply this matrix, we are not going to get any answer because we cannot multiply these two matrices due to the fact that the column of the first matrix and then the row of the second matrix are not the same. Okay, so these two guys are not the same, so we cannot use this guy and this guy, okay, as our final matrix. Unlike the case of the first guy, okay, or the first example where we have these two guys being the same, so therefore we can use these guys, okay, as the final matrix, these guys, the middle guys over here, are not the same, so we cannot have these and these being our final matrix. So always make sure you check that before you proceed to multiply your matrix. Now let's go ahead and look at how the multiplication actually works. So assuming we have the matrix of the form matrix A given to us as what? A, B, then C, D, and we are to multiply that by what? Matrix B, which is what? E, F, G, and H. Okay, so we are to multiply these two matrices. Okay, so first of all, we need to check whether we can be able to multiply these matrices. So this is a 2 by 2 matrix, and then this is also a 2 by 2 matrix. The fact that the middle guys over here are the same, okay, means we can multiply the matrix. So we are expecting to get what? This guy and this guy as the final matrix, so which is what? A 2 by 2 matrix. So we are expecting a 2 by 2 matrix at the end of our multiplication. So let's have a look at how we multiply. All right, so when we want to multiply, what we do first is what? We take the first row over here and we use it to multiply the first column over here. Then the same row, then we use it to multiply the second column. Okay, then we come back, then we use the second row over here to still multiply this first column, and then the second row over here, sorry, to multiply the second column over here as well to get our answer. So let's have a look at how we do that. Okay, so by using this first row to multiply this column, we have what? A multiplied by E, so we have AE over here, then plus, then we use the B to multiply the G over here, so we have what? BG. Okay, so we add the two and that will give us the first element over here. Now we use this same row to multiply the second column over here, so it's going to be what? A multiplied by F, then plus what? The B multiplied by 8, so BH over here as the second element in the first row of our answer. Okay, so let me quickly erase this. All right, so for the second row, okay, we use this guy to multiply this guy first, and then this guy to multiply the following guy as well. So we use C multiplied by E, so we have what? CE plus, then the D will multiply the G over here, so DG. Okay, then the same row multiplied by these two guys over here, so we have C multiplying the F over here, so we have CF, then plus the D will multiply the H over here, so we have what? DH. Okay, so if we add these two, and these two, we are going to get something in the form, let's say M1, M2, C2, C3, something like this. So we get one value, we get a value here, a value here, a value here, and value here, and then this is what? A 2 by 2 matrix, as we are expecting to get from the fact that this is 2 by 2 matrix, and then these two guys are the same, so we are getting these two guys as our final matrix. So let's have a look at an example to appreciate what we are talking about. So the first example we want to look at is to multiply the two matrices, matrix A, which is what? 2, 6, 4, 8, by matrix B, which is what? 3, negative 5, negative 7, 9. So we have to find AB and what? BA. All right, so let's look at how to multiply these two matrices. So like I said, the first thing we need to do is to make sure the order of these matrices actually match, and we need to verify whether we can multiply these two matrices. So if we look at this matrix, it has what? 2 rows and then 2 columns, so it is what? A 2 by 2 matrix, then multiplied by the second one is also what? A 2 by 2 matrix. So we have 2 by 2 matrix multiplied by another 2 by 2 matrix. The fact that this guy and this guy are the same means we are going to get this and this as our final answer. So we are expecting to get what? A 2 by 2 matrix as our answer. Okay, so if let's find AB. So AB is going to be what? Matrix 2, 6, 4, 8 multiplied by what? Matrix 3, negative 5, negative 7, and 9. So this is equal to, so we use the first row over here to multiply this column first. So we have the 2 multiplying the 3 over here. Let me erase that so that we can see them. So we are going to use this column over here. Sorry, we are going to use this row, the first row over here, to multiply this column over here. So it's going to be into bracket. So we are going to have the 2 over here multiplying the 3 over here. So we have 2 multiplied by 3, then plus, then the 6 over here, okay, we'll multiply the negative 7 over here. So we have 6 multiplied by what? Negative 7. Okay, then we use this, okay, this over here to multiply what we have over here. So we have the 2 will multiply the negative 5 over here, and then the 6 over here will multiply the 9 over here, and then we add them. So we have over here, so we have this guy multiplying this guy. So we have the 2 multiplying the negative 5. So 2 multiplied by what? Negative 5. Then plus the 6 multiplied the 9 over here. So 6 multiplied by 9. Okay, now that we are done with the first one, so we move to the second one. So let me use another color to repeat that. So we are going to use this guy over here to multiply this guy. So we have 4 multiplied by what? The 3 over here, then plus the 8 over here will multiply the negative 7. So 8 multiplied by what? Negative 7. Then we come here, we use this same row to multiply this column. So we have 4 multiplying negative 5. 4 multiplied by what? Negative 5. Then plus the 8 over here will multiply the 9 over here. So we have 8 multiplied by what? By 9. So this is equal to, now 2 multiplied by 3, that is 6. Then 6 multiplied by negative 7, that will give us negative what? 42. 2 multiplied by negative 5 will give us negative 10. Okay, then plus 6 multiplied by 9 will give us what? 54. Now 4 multiplied by 3 will give us 12, plus 6 multiplied by negative 7 will give us what? Negative 56. And then 4 multiplied by negative 5 will give us negative 20, plus 8 multiplied by 9 will give us what? 72. So it means our final matrix is going to be, if we add this and this, we are going to get what? Negative 36. This and this will give us what? 44. Then these two guys over here will give us what? Negative 44 over here. And then these guys will give us what? 52. So this is our answer for multiplying what? Matrix A and B. So now let's find matrix what? BA. Okay, let me try and squeeze them over here. So for BA we have 3, negative 5, negative 7, 9 multiplied by matrix A, which is what? 2, 6, 4, 8. Okay, so this is equal to, so let's multiply that. So this is going to be, we are going to use this row to multiply this column first. So we are going to have 3 over here multiplied by this 2, then plus the negative 5 over here multiplied by the 4 over here. So negative 5 multiplied by 4. Then we use this same row by this column. So it's going to give us what? 3 multiplied by 6. 3 multiplied by 6. Then plus the negative 5 over here multiplied by 8 over here. So we are going to have negative 5 multiplied by 8. Then we come to the second row over here. So this row multiplied by this column. So we are going to have negative 7 multiplied by 2. Then plus, then 9 multiplied by 4. So 9 multiplied by 4. Okay. Then we have this same row over here. Then by this column this time around. So we are going to have negative 7 multiplied by 6 over here, then plus, then we have the 9 over here multiplied by 8 over here. So we have 9 multiplied by 8. Now, if we do the computation of everything over here into our calculator, we are going to get negative 14 over here, negative 22 for this side, then we get positive 22 for this side, and we get what, 30 for this side over here. Okay, so our matrix AB, this is our answer, and then our matrix BA, this is our answer if we do the multiplication. Alright, so let's have a look at another example. So example number 2, we have to multiply the matrix A is equal to 1 5 2 7 4 6. Then we multiply this by matrix B, which is equal to what, 6 2 4 1 3 4. Okay, so we have to find matrix what, A B. All right, so as usual, we need to check whether we can be able to multiply these two matrices. So matrix A, okay, let's find the order of matrix A. Matrix A has what, this is row 1, this is what, row 2, and this is what, row 3. From top to bottom, this is column 1, column 2. So this is a 3 by 2 matrix. So this guy, this is what, row 1, this is row 2, this guy, and this is what, row 3. So column, we have column 1, column 2, that is from top to bottom, top to bottom. So this is a 3 by 2 matrix. Okay, so both are what, 3 by 2, 3 by 2 matrix. So if we are to multiply 3 by 2 by another 3 by 2 matrix, let's look at that. 3 by 2 by what, multiply by another what, 3 by 2 matrix. Now if we look at the column of the first matrix and then the row of the second matrix, we can see that this is 3 and this is 2. They are not equal. So the fact that they are not equal means we cannot, okay, we cannot, okay, multiply, we cannot multiply these two matrices, these two matrices. Okay, so it means matrix AB, okay, does not exist. Okay, so matrix AB does not exist. So let's have a look at another example, and then we end this tutorial. So we have matrix A, which is equal to what? We have 2 1 4, then we have 3 2 5, then we have 4 2 2. Then we have matrix B, which is equal to 2 2 2 0 1 4, then 3 0 2. We also have matrix C, which is equal to 1 5 matrix C is equal to what? 1 5 2 1 4 0. And we are to find AB, CA, and then what? BC. Alright, so let's write down our solution. So first of all, we need to check whether we can multiply matrix A by matrix B. So matrix A, it has what? Row 1. Let me use another color. Matrix A has what? Row 1. This is row 1, row 2, and then row 3. And then it has what? 3 columns as well. So this is column 1, column 2, column 3. So matrix A, okay, is a 3 by 3 matrix. Now matrix B on the other hand is also what? 3 by 3 matrix, just looking at them. And then matrix C is what? This is what? Row 1 here, row 2 for these guys, and then row 3 for this guy. So from top to bottom, this is what? Column 1, column 2. So it means matrix C is what? A 3 by 2 matrix. Now let's see whether we can multiply AB, CA, and then BC. So for AB, we are multiplying 3 by 3 matrix by another 3 by 3 matrix. So because these guys, okay, are the same, it means we can multiply matrix A and B. So we are supposed to get, at the end, we are supposed to get this multiplied by this as our final result. So we can get what? A 3 by 3 matrix. So we can multiply A and B. So for CA, matrix C and A, so we have C is what? A 3 by 2 matrix. And then our A is what? A 3 by 3 matrix. Now because this and these two guys are not the same, okay, they are not the same. This is 2, this is 3, okay, matrix CA, okay, does not exist. Okay, matrix CA does not exist. Okay, so let's find matrix what? BC. So for matrix BC, okay, so we know from here we don't even need to waste our time finding matrix what? CA. So let's find matrix what? BC. For BC, our matrix B is a 3 by 3 matrix, and then our matrix C is a 3 by 2 matrix. So this and this are the same. They are the same because they are 3 3. So we are expecting this and this as our final matrix. So we are expecting a 3 by 2 matrix as our answer. So for our AB, we are expecting 3 by 3 matrix. Let me write it over here. And then for BC, we are expecting what? A 3 by 2 matrix. All right, so let me clean this side and then we write our solution. All right, so let's look at matrix AB. So for matrix AB, we have 2 3 4, 1 2 2, and then 4 5 2. We are multiplying that by another matrix, which is what? 2 2 2, 0 1 4, and then 3 0 2. This is a 3 by 3 matrix, and we are expecting an answer of what? A 3 by 3 matrix as well. So let's look at how we do the multiplication. All right, so let me use another color for that. So first of all, we need to use the first row over here, this row, the first one over here, and multiply it against what? The first column over here. So it's going to be 2 multiplied by this 2 over here, 2 by 2, then plus the second value in the second element in the row over here, which is 1 multiplied by the 0 over here. So 1 multiplied by 0, then plus the third element over here, 4 multiplied by 3. So we have 4 multiplied by 3. Okay, so we use the same row and then against the second column this time around. So it's going to be 2 multiplied by 2 again. So we have 2 by 2, then plus the 1 over here will multiply the 1 over here. So we have 1 multiplied by 1, then plus the 4 over here will multiply the 0 over here. So 4 multiplied by what? 0. Okay, then we use the same row again against the third column this time around. So it's going to be 2 multiplied by 2 again. So we have 2 by 2 plus the 1 over here multiplied by the 4 over here. So 1 multiplied by 4, then plus the third one, which is 4 multiplied by 2. So 4 multiplied by 2. All right, so we come down, we use the second row this time around. So we use this guy against the first column over here. So we have 3 multiplied by 2. So we have 3 by 2, then plus, then we use the 2 against the 0. So we have 2 multiplied by 0, then plus 5 multiplied by what? 3 over here. So 5 multiplied by 3. So already you can see the pattern and you can see how it's going. So we use this same row, this same row against the second column. So we have 3 multiplied by the 2 over here. So 3 by 2, then plus the 2 over here multiplied by the 1 over here. So it's going to be 2 by 1, then plus then the 5 over here multiplied by the 0 over here. So we have 5 multiplied by 0. Then for the third one, we are going to have this same row against the third column this time around. So it's going to be 3 multiplied by 2. So we have 3 by 2, then plus the 2 over here will multiply the 4 over here, that is 2 by 4, then plus the last one is going to be 5 multiplied by 2. So it's going to be 5 by 2. Alright, so now we use the third row against the first column. So that is going to be 4 by 2, that is this 4 multiplied by 2, then plus this 2 multiplied by 0 over here, so 2 by 0, then plus this 2 again by 3 over here, so 2 by 3. Alright, so we now use this against the second column. So it's going to be 4 by 2, 4 by 2, then plus it's going to be 4 by 1 over here, sorry, this 2 over here by 1 over here, so this is going to be 2 by 1. Then the last one is going to be this 2 over here multiplied by the 0 over here, so plus 2 by 0. Then we use the same row against the third column this time around. So that is going to be 4 by 2, that is this 4 against the 2 over here, then plus this 2 by the 4 over here, so it's going to be 2 by 4, then plus then this 2 by the last 2 over here, so this is going to be 2 by 2. Alright, so if we multiply all of this and we add, we are going to get over here 2 by 2 is 4, okay, plus this is going to be 0, then plus 12, okay, so this is going to be 4 plus 1, okay, plus what, 0, then this is going to be what, 4 plus another 4, then plus 4 by 2, that is going to be 8. So the second one we have what, 6 plus this guy is 0 plus 15, and then we have this guy is 6 plus this is 2 plus 0, then we have this is 6 plus this is 8, then plus 5 multiplied by 2, this is what, 10. So the last one we have 4 by 2, that is going to give us what, 8, plus 2 by 0 is going to give us 0, plus 2 by 3 is going to give us 6, then this guy is going to give us 8 plus what, 2, then plus what, 0 over here, and then this is what, 8 plus this is another 8, then plus this is 2 by 2, so it's going to give us what, 4. So if we add 4 sorry, if we add 4 plus 12, that is going to give us what, 16. So we write the 16 over here. If we add 4 plus 1 plus 0, that is going to give us 5. If we add 4 by 4 by 8, that is going to give us what, 16. If we add 6 by 0 by 15, that is going to give us what, 21. We add 6 plus 2, that is 8, and then we add 6 to 8 to 10, that is going to give us what, 24. If we add 8 to 0 to 6, we are going to get 14. If we add 8 by 2 by 0, we are going to get 10, and if we add 8 plus 4, we are going to get 20. So this is our answer for multiplying A and B, which is a 3 by 3 matrix, and the answer we are getting is also what, a 3 by 3 matrix, because it has what, row 1, row 2, row 3, and then what, column 1, column 2, and column 3, as we expect from the beginning. So let's find BC, which is going to be what, a 3 by 2 matrix. Alright, so let's find matrix B multiplied by C. So matrix B, C. So matrix B is what, 2, 2, 2. Then we have 0, 1, 4, 3, 0, 2. Multiplied by what, matrix C, which is what, 1, 5, 2, 1, 4, 0. Okay, so let's do the multiplication somewhere here, and then we write our final answer here. Alright, so we are using the first row over here, okay, to multiply the first column over here. So we are going to have 2 multiplied by 1. So we have 2 multiplied by 1, then plus these 2 multiplied by the 2 over here. Okay, so we have 2 multiplied by 2. Then we're using the last 2 to multiply the 4 over here. So it's going to be what? 2 multiplied by what? By 4. Then we use this same row against this column again. So we have 2 multiplied by 5. So it's going to be 2 by 5. Okay, then these 2 by the 1 over here. So plus 2 multiplied by 1, then plus these 2 over here multiplied by 0 over here. So it's going to be 2 multiplied by 0. So that does that for the first one. So secondly, we need to use this second row against the first column. So it's going to be 0 multiplied by what? By 1, then plus the 1 over here multiplied by 2. So 1 multiplied by 2, then plus this is going to be 4 multiplied by the 4 over here. So 4 multiplied by 4. Okay, then we use the same row against the second column this time around. So it's going to be 0 multiplied by 5, then plus the 1 over here multiplied by 1 over here. So it's going to be 1 by 1, then plus the 4 over here multiplied by the 0 over here. So it's going to be 4 by what? 0. Now we come to the last one. So we use the last row against the first column. So it's going to be 3 multiplied by 1 plus 0 multiplied by 2, then plus the 2 multiplied by 4. Okay, then we have the same column against the second row over here. So we are going to have 3 multiplied by 5, 3 by 5, then plus 0 multiplied by 1, 0 multiplied by 1, then plus 2 multiplied by 0, that is 2 multiplied by 0. So if we add everything at the top over here, 2 times 1, that is going to give me 2, plus 2 times 2, that is going to give me 4, then 2 times 4, that is going to give me 8. 2 times 5 is going to give me 10, plus 2 times 1 will give me 2, and then 2 by 0 will give me what? 0. So I have 2, 4, 8, and then 10, 2, 0 over here. So if I multiply this by this, I'm going to get 0, then plus 1 by 2, I'm going to get 2, then plus 4 by 4, I'm going to get 16 over here, then 0 by 5, I'm going to get 0, plus 1 by 1, I get 1, then plus 4 by 0, I get 0. So for the third row, I get 3 by 1, I get 3, then plus 0 by 2, I get 0, then plus 2 by 4, I get 8, then I have over here 3 by 5, I get 15, plus 0 by 1, I get 0, then plus 2 by 0, I get 0. So what it means is that my final answer is going to be 2 plus 4 plus 8. Okay, this is 10 plus 4, that is 14. Then 10 plus 2 plus 0, that is going to give me 12. Then I have 2 plus 16, that is going to give me 18. Then I have 0 plus 1 plus 0, that is going to give me 1. Then I have 3 by 8, that is going to give me 11. Okay, then I have 15 plus 0 plus 0, this is going to give me 15. So our answer, let me cancel, this is what? 15. So this is our answer if we multiply B by C, and let's see whether it is a 3 by 2 matrix. So this is what? Row 1, this is what? Row 2, this is what? Row 3, and this is what? Column 1, this is column 2. And we know the order of a matrix is by writing what? The row multiplied by the column, which is what? Now we have 3 rows multiplied by what? 2 columns. So it's a 3 by 2 matrix, and then we anticipated that our final answer was going to be a 3 by 2 matrix. So thank you so much for watching. This is how we multiply 2 by 2 and then 3 by 3 matrices.